Trying to find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Up next, it's our main event between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. On one sideline, we've got a look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. His guys have had a tough time coming by wins this year. Losers of 5 their last 7. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Packers. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott and Brock Ewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go from Lambeau. Here's Robinson with the return. This makes it up to the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talented quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week stuffed in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today. That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Going again on second. It is caught left side. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on that very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Bolden there to grab it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Got his man. It's Bolden. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot to set the down coming up.
A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
But it looked like the Packers were able to cover it. No turnover. They keep possession. The 4th down. Here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Has it at the 37. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Offense to the line, second down. Slot man motioned over. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completes, it's Myers. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed to his running back. Has a little bit up to the 21. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. Completes it to his back, LeQuint Allen. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32. Pass play now. Finds his back complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be up.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He takes off with it. A nice run here past the 35. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. That play good for 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And off to Jeanty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This time it's a passing play. Looking slant route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A.J. Cole on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. By By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another carry for him. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get the game's first points here in the second. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Completed over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Pass caught by Jack Bash. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running from the pistol here with Jency. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's another Raiders first down.
Back now, pressure coming. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Going right back to the fullback. Next play. Good pickup, and he's denied that 1st down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
Well, I guarantee you this, Kate, if you were to go around football and you sit in a clinic of the best defensive coaches out there, they all say the same thing: set an edge, set an edge, set an edge. It really comes to life on these toss plays. Good job there defensively to set an edge before that toss could get going.
Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that.
Direct snap to the young man. He's going to push for it. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble, as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Genty from the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They're throwing it. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. That's a screen play to Genty. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Robinson with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Wild play, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
He has the first over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. It's the Packers leading from Lambeau. A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Running right side. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there. They didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers grow their lead to 8. 14, Raiders 6. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The Packers take their first time out. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It's McCole Hardman back deep for the Packers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Pulled in at the 20. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Hey, check.
They go play action on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They're working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Now, and the ball is out. But it looked like the Packers were able to cover it. No turnover. They keep possession. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second.
At the 42-yard line.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their third and final one. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And down he goes. Raiders got him. Goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
One final shot before the half. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the
And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. He puts some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Packers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And gotta imagine, Brock, there's an appreciation for the conviction they had going for it on 4th down the last drive. Just didn't have the results they needed.
You know, so many teams, and really the data today tells you to have a 4-down mindset, Kate, especially when you cross midfield. We'll be curious if they've got that kind of conviction after missing on the last one.
There's a dive up the middle. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 5.
This is Genty on second. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. To the ground by Nick Emanwari. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
He's going to throw it. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh no, he lost control of another one. But it looked like the Packers were able to cover it. No turnover, and they keep possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments, the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing it.
Throwing from the gun. The big yards on the right side. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
The Raiders' 28-yard line.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
The 11-yard line.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Fullback trying to power across. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. They're going to try and throw it here. Catch made. Gets him 3 yards as the stop is made here. And is this a spot we can see them go for? Let's find out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Well, a field goal would make it 2 scores, Brock, but they want more than that. They're going for it on 4th and goal. He gets a look up the middle, and they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is kick.
And sending a bowling ball ahead does not work the way they want it to. That lines up as a safety. Well, in an assist to their punter on that one, Brock.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Absolutely right.
Because it was that kick that set up the chance for that immediate safety.
How many times do we sit with coaches over the course of the week and we hear it all the time? Marrying that defense and special teams, it can be game changers. And you don't know that play in any NFL game that could turn the tide. Well, we got to see the defense and the special teams marry together. Now we'll get to watch the offense take possession.
The Packers all set to get back out there. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. That one's complete, right side. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Here's Darian Porter in on a stop. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. No throw, 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down, play action. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Working now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that.
And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And they've really been smothered by that defense all game, not just on a scoreboard, partner. Any yards at all, they've just been tough to come by. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Looking to throw here. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Giving this to Genty. And tackled just in time to prevent that first down. That brings up 4th and maybe a yard.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain.
Behind the line, he lost that football. And they say the Packers got to this one. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
This is Allen on 2nd. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Packers first down.
This is Allen on the give. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll run here with Jones. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal to the 7-yard line.
Back to Jones. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep adding that 4th-quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it a 24-point ball game.
Raiders 6.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. It's a screen play to Genty. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. The right side finds Besh. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All set now. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
He's going to throw it again. He finds Brown, right side. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point.
Keeping it on the ground. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're going play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Just a couple seconds before the 2-minute warning, the defense calls a timeout. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have likely locked up the win right there.
The play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch the lead to 23. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Clock is working against him as they hurry up to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Throwing the out route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking on 1st down. Man downfield and Myers has it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Las Vegas. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. And the Raiders line up again to go for 2.
The 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get you your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass doesn't work.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2 yards, all he can get. It's 3rd down.
3-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.